say, doesn't she know the cost of living? Doesn't she know the economic condition, the reality of living in Abuja and everything? But somehow some people are still doing it. It depends on what you want to do. So today, see this as my own form of motivation or encouragement of some of the businesses that you could explore in Abuja. Yes, living in Abuja, what it is like to live in Abuja, and of course do business in Abuja. You know that every great story started as a small beginning, and that is why we always want to push you. We don't want you to have limits. Yes, people say the sky is your limit, but I believe that the sky could always be your starting point. So we are here for all of that. So trust me to keep it all motivational today on the Abuja Now segment, because you know what the economy is saying. And like I said earlier, being self-reliant is no longer a choice, it is a necessity. We all know the current economic situation in Nigeria. The cost of living is high, jobs are scarce, and everything. But that is not all. The truth is, Abuja, being the capital city, comes with its own unique challenges and opportunities. I always say that Abuja is a city of opportunities. You cannot take that away. But if you don't work, you will definitely not eat, because they say no food for a lazy man. So we are preaching hard work, we are preaching dignity of labor today on the Abuja Now segment. So we shall be talking about how you could thrive, especially if you want to be productive. Yes, because for you to thrive, you must be productive. The days of relying solely on your salaries or government jobs are over. Yes, good news. Or if it's breaking news to you, I'm here to break the news. The days of relying solely on salary or government jobs are over. So recently, while scrolling through the internet, I came across a story that struck me. Someone shared this on their social media handle, talking about Instagram, particularly a social media influencer. She posted this young girl, probably in her, let's say in her teens. She was washing people's feet for money. And I got motivated somehow. Yes, you heard me right. Washing of feet. She washes people's feet. I don't know whether you've come across her. She goes about washing people's feet. But for me, that was the first time that I came across her in that video that was posted by one of the influencers on Instagram. This young girl, this teenager, was washing people's feet. Yes, it may not look like a glamorous hustle, but it is a hustle. And so, like we always say, everyone is a product of chance, and she just took the chance and she's doing something. And for me, I feel that is what we need more in Abuja, for people to be willing to take the risk and create their own opportunities. I know that sometimes it may just be like, oh, you're just trying to be motivational, you're just trying to talk, you're just trying to say things that are not realistic. But if a young girl could see that, oh, let me see how to explore washing of people's feet. These days, because of the fuel scarcity or the cost of fuel price and everything, people are doing a lot of trekking, so they might be needing a lot of that feet washing. But that was just on a lighter note. But to be more seriously, this young girl is trying to see how she can explore or basically create her own opportunity, and she's done it. As at the time I saw this video, some people were already in the comments, can we see how we could open a pedicure and manicure shop for her? That is how it happens. Just be doing something. Before you know, boom, your breakthrough is here. Especially now in the era where anything goes viral on social media. Before you know it, someone might record you, even though against your privacy, but it could help you in the long run. We've seen where people have been taken off the streets because their stories were shared on social media. If they were at home saying, okay, I cannot do anything, I'm waiting for government job, or I'm waiting for this one. Imagine if they would have ever gotten that opportunity. So when I saw this young girl, I was really inspired, and then I'm like, how do we infuse this on the Abuja Now segment so that we can talk about the fact that amidst the economic reality, we should be doing something. Yes, I'm not saying that our government does not owe us. Government definitely owes us a responsibility. But when you look at even the center climbs that we want to refer to at all times, there is that entrepreneurial spirit that is moving a lot of that. So what do? Do you just sit, or you have to do something rather than wait for handouts? I know that there are some small businesses that you could explore here in Abuja, and trust me, I'll be reading out some of these small businesses for you. If you're listening to us, you will definitely have something to go home with, and it's not going to be an echo chamber. You would also be contributing on the other side. So charge and recharge your phones, because it's going to be an interesting conversation right here. I'm not just going to be doing this alone. I have you on the other side, so you could also help us and see what we could do, to push young people, especially those who feel that, oh, it has to be what I studied in school, or it has to be a white collar job or a government job. I have to wait for someone. Since I came into this Abuja, nobody's helping me. I've not been able to get job. You hear a lot of complaints, but here is your solution, and here might just be your breakthrough. I'm going to be reeling out some of the small business ideas that I feel could help you to thrive in Abuja. First could be food business. Yes, food business generally sounds like, oh, it's a big thing. You need to have a lot of money for you to start food business. You could do catering, you could do baking and snacks. Where I live, before I come to work every day, by the time I leave my house to come to this place, I see about 5 to 6 shops selling buns. Yes, the egg rolls and everything. I see them sell it. And by the time I'm going back, I don't see anything. So basically sold out. Even if some shops are not sold out, they sell more than what they sell more than what they had by the time I was leaving for work. And when I'm coming back, it's finished because people are buying it. Some people have the saying that no matter how bad the economy is, people will still eat. So food business is something that never runs out of fashion. You could explore it on a small scale, yes, because I'm talking to people who are struggling and looking for something to start up with. So if you want to start up a business, food business is definitely something you could explore here in Abuja. Yes, if you cannot afford to do catering on a large scale, try to see how you could start baking small. Yes, use your social media platform. Try to see how you could exploit that phone in your hand. It shouldn't just be for snapping pictures, for just yourself or just talking to people or chatting. Try to see how you could make that phone to be productive by first of all trying to explore learning on YouTube, learning on other social media platforms. Now, these days, some influencers, some food vendors or influencers are giving you some of these tutorials for free. Just go online, you see a lot of them. You see so many of these food influencers. They are everywhere trying to educate you on some of those recipes that you could try. They might be doing it for fun, but they are also making money. So you could learn from them, see how you could bake snacks. You could bake cakes, do some snacks, do a lot of things that you could sell. Maybe in your neighborhood, just look around and see what you could do. I don't mind the fact that, oh, everyone is doing it. That is one thing that pulls you back. The moment you say, oh, I can't do it because every other person is doing it, that is what pulls you down. So don't believe in the notion that every other person is doing it so you cannot do it. Do it. It's something that's going to help you. Another one that I think is something you could explore is event planning and management. Yes, this one is a big one. It could look like something big because of the fact that, oh, you need equipment, you need this, you need so many things to put together to be able to bring up an event. But you could start small. What do I mean by starting small? Don't go and start looking for all those, big events or everything. You could start with your friends or maybe your cycle. A friend is having a birthday party. You could just reach out, shoot your shot. Yes, that's another thing. Shooting your shot is very important. You could shoot your shot and say, okay, since your birthday is coming up, can I do something, just organize something, do it well, go all out and see how you could make up something that is very, a statement. Make a statement so that people who come to the event will definitely be like, oh, who did this for you? Who managed this for you? Who planned your birthday party? It might be small, but it will make an impact. The videos that are circulating or pictures that are circulating from that event could just be a way of promoting you. And before you know it, boom, your breakthrough is here. Another way that I think you could also thrive in Abuja by exploring a small business, or that small business I think, is by going into fashion designing and tailoring. Yes, fashion design and tailoring. You might tell me, oh, before you know it, there are like 1,001 fashion designers or tailors, but they are not you. And you being yourself is what makes you unique. And I always say that you need to explore things from your own dimension, explore things from your own perspective, because that little light of yours, let it shine. It's important that you let it shine. So trying to make ends meet in Abuja needs you to be proactive. Yes, you don't need to indulge in illegal means for you to make it here in Abuja. Abuja is a city of opportunities. You just need to think smart and see what you could explore to come up with. And trust me, today on the Midday Extra Show, I'm trying to give you an idea into what I think you could explore on how you could thrive in Abuja. And now I'm talking about fashion design and tailoring. Yes, gather your small money, see how you could put your money together, go learn up, go register up with maybe a tailor. If you cannot afford the big names in the industry, it is fine. You don't need to afford them. There are so many of these good tailors that, yes, they may not have a name yet, maybe they're not popular on Instagram or they're not popular on social media, but they are good. Just find that tailor in your area, see how you can liaise with them. Even if you could do something like trade by barter kind of learn a trade. Yes, learn a skill in tailoring. It's going to help you. And before you know it, you'll be motivated to save up and get your own machine. It's not going to be easy, but somehow with this skill, you will definitely thrive. So for me, I think that one of the ways that you could thrive, or one of those small businesses you could explore in Abuja, could be the fashion design and tailoring business. Another business that you could look out for is home cleaning and maintenance services. Yes, this one is becoming quite popular, the whole janitorial thing and all of that. But some people just feel like, oh, I'm too big to do this. I cannot be a cleaner. I'm not going to be able to do that. Why would I clean? But I think that it is another way for you to make money here in Abuja. People are working, they are busy, they go all out, they don't have time. There are people who don't have time to take care of their homes, so they want to employ services of a trusted person or company to clean their homes or even maintain their offices or establishment. So you might just get lucky to be hired. You could start small by getting the necessary cleaning equipment that you need, and before you know it, advertise, do a flyer, go to Canva, do a flyer. Just try to explore something, be very creative, do a flyer, and then you post it on your social media platform. Before you know it, you might get a call and then someone is calling you for a cleaning job. You could also explore maybe washing of clothes for people. It might sound as if it's dehumanizing or very not glamorous. I know why I'm saying this, because I've heard people say, oh, this business is not glamorous, I cannot do it because it's not glamorous, I can't take this job because it's not glamorous. But it's your hustle. And one thing is, if you would have to go to the mud for you to feed, by all means go through that mud, please, so long as it's a legal mud. Go through that mud by all means and feed. The people laughing at you are not going to give you the money, are they? So you just have to chest all of that, keep it one side, go and hustle legally, legitimately. If you're doing something that's legitimate, why should you be concerned about what people are saying? So for me, I think that this is another industry that you could explore. Yes, the cleaning and maintenance services industry is another very thriving industry here in Abuja that you could explore, because some people are so busy, they don't have time to care for their homes, they don't have time, they work all through the week, but they need your service. They could pay you good money, for you to clean their homes, for you to wash their clothes, do so much for them. Once you do that, and then you could just get lucky. So many people are out there just waiting to help your destiny. So take it by chance and do what you need to do. Well, in case you just tuned in, this is the Abuja Now segment on the Midday Extra Show with your girl Cassandra, and I am trying to talk about the fact that if you live in Abuja and you want to explore a small business, you've come to the right place, because today I'm dishing out for free some of the ideas that I've got, because I think that being self-reliant at this point is not an option. It is a must. Yes, it is something that is a must. So I'm just here to urge you, boy or girl, man or woman, you have to be self-reliant, you have to be independent, especially when you live in a city like Abuja. You need to be doing something. You don't need to sit down and wait for someone to come spoon feed you. So we'll continue this after we take this breather. Please stay tuned and keep listening to us as we go pay our bills at the moment.
Instagram at Eagles FM 1023. download our apps on your Android and iOS store. Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. The radio experience you can count on.
081 57 91 7278 081 57 91
7684. Your journey to success begins here. Don't just dream it, achieve it. Study now. Where your future begins. Send an email to manager.eo@studynow.org.uk or call 09.
With an extra little spice, crack your ribs and bash it till you tire.
To make a difference in your community. Don't let your dreams go.
The Midday Extra is a mix of fun, entertainment, and sick jokes.
Every Tuesday at 11 on the
Count on. Yes, we are your dependable, very dependable radio station. Trust us for the best of information, education, and entertainment. We keep it all here for you because we go all the way out to ensure that you are informed, not just informed, educated, and entertained. And this is the Midday Extra Show where we keep everything lit. We try to give you the vibe that will keep you going all through your day. I am Cassandra, your media chick. And today on the Abuja Now segment, we are talking about making ends meet in Abuja, innovative small businesses that you could explore in the city of Abuja. Remember, I said that with the economic condition, reality, and all of that, staying idle is a no-no. It's a no-no. There is no excuse. And I started by giving you the story that I saw this very young child, a teenager. She is washing people's feet. Yes. Can you beat that? Can you imagine the fact that she is trying to see how she could explore? You know, she explored something that she felt is lacking in the city. So she's rendering a service to people and she's being paid for it. And somehow someone saw her, the person was moved, made the video and posted it. And now some people are saying, where is this girl? Find this girl for us. We want to open up a salon, a pedicure or manicure shop for her so that she could continue doing what she's doing. So this might be you. You can't just tell. You never can tell what your breakthrough would be or how it would come. But how would you know if you do not go out there to find out? So please, permit us, indulge us this morning as we try to give you an understanding into what you need to do, how to survive in the bug. Yes, you need to be proactive for you to survive in Abuja, and that is why we are giving you some of the very important small businesses that we feel you could explore in Abuja. I know I've said it, but if I haven't said it, we are live on Facebook and YouTube. Please go there, watch our videos, watch our content, engage all of our content, because we go all the way out to, craft this content for you, for just your viewership and your listening pleasure. So please do this for us. Go to our social media platforms, comment, like, subscribe, share, do all that you can do to support us, and we definitely appreciate all that you have done and all that you're still going to do for us. We do not take it for granted, and we cannot appreciate you less. Thank you for always, and I know that you're going to do that now. Thank you so much. I see some of your comments on our Facebook. This one says, good morning, beautiful. It's me, Solomon Language. Hi, Solomon. Thank you so much for always checking on the Eagles family. We appreciate you. You're watching us live. Just send us where you're watching us live from, and of course we will be sure to say that here on radio. We want to know where you are listening to us or watching us from this morning on the Midday Extra Show. You could also be called on radio if you just drop a comment and let us know that you are watching us. Don't be a silent viewer, don't be a silent listener. Let us know what you think about the show this morning. Okay, so I'm going to go back into giving you an idea of what some of the small businesses that I think you could explore here in Abuja. Another thing that you could explore is tutoring and online courses. Yes, I wanted to say tutorial. Yes, you could conduct tutorials. There are people who have something in them, but somehow they are doubting themselves. You know that you know this thing you know that everyone is saying your head is on fire. Not literally though, but they know that you know this thing. Why can't you create online courses? Create online courses. See how people could register. Make it legitimate. Make the process to be seamless and transparent. And see how many people will be willing to turn up and sign up for these online classes. Because There is always something to learn from someone, and there's always something to teach someone. So explore your strengths. What is that one thing that you know how to do best, and people would be willing to learn from you, instead of using your phone, your data to go online, troll people, or just comment on blogs and everything. How can you engage yourself positively? By using that phone in your hand for these online tutorials and online courses. That thing what is that thing that is good, that is legit, that if you start teaching people today, so many people are going to key into. Please, I'm speaking to you this morning. I'm sounding quite motivational, you guys, because there's a reason. I told you that I'm motivated by the fact that I saw this very little girl doing so much already, and the fact that she's on her way to her breakthrough, what might be like her breakthrough. So why not? If not? So if you know that maybe you're good at a particular subject, there are young people who are struggling in certain subjects. You could go on, do online classes for them. See how you could explore this option. Take advantage of the digital era, where everything is like making the whole world a digital village or a global village, where someone could be anywhere but be able to communicate or reach out to you. You don't need to see these people physically for you to teach them. You could just teach them online. At least Corona taught us that. So why not? You need to explore all of these options. Another thing that I think that you could explore is photography and videography. There is something that is trending. People are professionally reel makers. They don't have like the professional camera, like all of this big camera that other professional photographers have. They don't have it. But with just their phones, they go out there at events, create something we call reels for Instagram. They create it for Facebook. These are the things that people want to see. Sometimes your photographer could disappoint you, your videographer could disappoint you, but these small reels, or this very 1 minute reels that people create for you, could have a way of making an impact. And that is what people are venturing into now. It's a big venture that people are going into in the photography and videography industry. They are trying to create small reels for people. Maybe they could just do it, interviews. They could explore, like go to events, ask people questions. Just ask them what you're wearing, who you're wearing, how did you come up with your outfit. And before you know it, they have a large following online. And then the next thing, they get monetized. And they are being paid in foreign currency. You guys, people are doing so much with just their phones. So why not explore that option? You have your phone, your iPhone 13. You're not doing anything with it. Your only is just to go out, snap picture, come back, lie down, complain you don't have a job. Why not start creating reels? Go to events, even the ones that you are not invited. Yes. Or you could start from the ones that you are invited. Maybe you go to a friend's wedding and you just make very interesting reels. Maybe your friend's birthday party. You make very interesting reels and you post. Before you know it, you could turn what is looking like a hobby to a professional job. Before you know it, you have saved up and you're able to get a professional camera for what you are doing. So why not explore this? I think that you could start this way. If you don't have money to go into the big photography or videography, you could start by making reels for people on Instagram or Facebook. It's a very lucrative venture in photography or videography. Another one that you could explore is the sale of handmade craft. Yes. Like for instance, here in Abuja, there is a big rattan market, or there are big rattan markets that you could explore. When I talk about rattan, is this handmade woven stuff. I know rattan, it's like a palm kind of thing. They even make earrings, they make baskets, they make so many things. Yes, a lot of household stuff that they make with this rattan fabric. With this rattan material rather, that they do. It's from palm. Yes, like I said, they make earrings, they make baskets, they make chairs, they make so many things from this rattan. And there is a market here that sells all of those things that probably, I believe, at wholesale price. You could just go there, explore, go see how you could buy it. Just come and sell, resell, be doing something. Don't just sit and cross your legs and say, oh, there is no job. Imagine how many people are beginning to key into this rattan thing. Some people just want that vintage experience in their living rooms. So they just want the whole touch of, oh, let's go bohemian. I want to use the rattan materials in my room. So from chairs to tables, everything is rattan all through. How about someone giving you a contract to supply all of that for them in their new home? You can imagine. So it will not happen unless you go out there and begin to do it. Another thing you could explore is by trying to see how you could make all this, footwear. People sell footwear. Sometimes they go liaise with some of these shoemakers, and then they're advertising for them. Say, okay, we have this one. It's not there on the ground though, but they know that they have a plug. That once you choose that particular footwear, they will run to that person that is making that footwear and tell the person, do this one for me. So if the person, for instance, is doing the footwear for 3,000, they are going to add maybe 1,500 naira. So imagine that you are getting this 1,500 naira every day from an order. You're going to make so much in a week, and before you know it, you will have something to save up at the end of the month. Will it be so big? It won't be big, but for me, I believe it's a starting point. So please, it's a small business that you could explore. You don't need to own a big shop. You don't need to own a whole space before you could start a business, especially in this digital era where social media is offering us so much of opportunities. Another thing that I think you could explore is the delivery and logistics services. Yes, this is one thing that you could also look out to explore. You could decide to rent maybe a motorcycle. Yes, try to see how you could go into logistics. Very important. Another thing that I think that you would do, maybe you could say the fuel price and everything may not make it realistic. Just see what you can do. Do you have money that you're somewhere that you're not using? Or maybe you've been working and you want to quit your job, you want to do something else, you want to venture into business, or maybe you want to do business by the side. Remember, I said salary is no longer enough. You need something to support you. You need something on the side. And for you that does not even have the salary or a job that you're expecting salary, you definitely need to explore all of the options. So maybe you could liaise with someone, hire their motorcycle, and see how you could go into logistics services. See how you could partner with people. Try to approach people. It shouldn't always be about just talking about certain things, celebrities and everything. Sometimes when you converse with people, make proposals, propose something to them and see whether it's something they can key into. At least you know that you tried. So for me, I believe that delivery and logistics services could be another area that you could explore if you want to do small business in Abuja, to thrive well here in Abuja. Another thing that I would say you should look out for is digital marketing and social media management. The only thing you need to do that one is your skills and your phone, Abi, and maybe your data. But as much as you are getting jobs, you'll be able to afford your data. So go into digital marketing and social media management. See how you could manage accounts for companies. Companies are looking for social media managers every day. So if you know your job, if you know what you've got inside of you, why not go out here, apply, see how you could manage jobs, manage social media accounts for these jobs or for these companies, or even do digital marketing for them. There are so many digital tools to explore to see how you could market their products for them. You could even create reels, create content, just to do something that will promote their brand, and before you know it, you're smiling to the bank. Another thing that I would say you should look into is interior decoration. This is one thing that for me, I don't know about those that are in the industry. Permit me or forgive me if I'm wrong, but I just feel like you don't need so much to go into the interior decoration and design profession or venture. Because, for instance, you advertise that you know how to do something, or you know how to do interior decor, and then the person wants you to okay, design my space for me. I just got this apartment. I want you to put everything together for me, and I will be the one to foot the bills, buy everything. So your own is just to come up with a budget. You tell them that you need to put this here, put this here, put this here, and before you know, they give you your money. You go to the market, or you order some of these goods, or this household things that you need, or items that you would need. You put everything together and you are paid for your service. So for me, you don't need so much to go into interior decoration. Someone calls you to design their office, and before you know it, they give you money and you've done it already. So that is another aspect that you could explore if you want to be self-reliant and thrive here in Abuja. Another thing that I would want you to look out for is laundry and dry cleaning services. Yes, now I would admit that now a washing machine is no longer affordable as it used to be about 3 years or 2 years ago. But if you are working, maybe you are a salary earner and you can save up something to just get maybe a washing machine, you could do that and see how maybe you open just a dry cleaning service somewhere, maybe in your neighborhood. You would get a shop. Even if you cannot do that every day. Maybe weekends, or you could get someone to be there for you, and then weekends you handle your job by yourself. Just find something to do by the side. Another thing that you could do that I think would help you is online freelance writing and editing. People are looking for content writers every day. They're in high demand. This is another thing that you need to do. It's just for you to have the writing skills, for you to know how to put your words together, come up with the right vocabulary, and before you know it, you are getting all of those jobs. Another thing that I would say is, if you know you have a good voice, explore it by all means. Explore it. You could venture into event hosting. Yes, people are doing events every day. Even though Nigerians will say there is no money, every day Abuja is having events. So see how you could go out there, be an MC, carry the mic, be confident in yourself, start and anchor an event. You don't need to be a radio presenter for you to go and be an MC. You don't need to be professionally trained in school. If you have a good voice, if you know that you have a good command of speech, you know how to keep eye movement, gestures, just align yourself with events and everything. Stop being shy. Go out there and explore. You could, venture into event hosting. Try to see how people can hire you for MCing jobs and everything. It's very, very important, because that voice you have, it's what is in you. You're not paying anybody for it. God has given it to you already. So why are you not exploring it? So this and a lot of other options that time will not permit me to mention, I think, are some of the things that you should explore as small businesses, as much as you want to thrive here in Abuja. Like I said, gone are the days of depending on anybody. Gone are those days completely, because everyone is basically trying to survive for themselves. So as much as you want Abuja to do well for you, also do well for Abuja by giving up something for Abuja. Give something to the society, give something back to Abuja, and see how we can all thrive together. But in all of this, try to develop a business plan and set realistic goals. Very important. And remember to start small. Don't go and be looking for things that, you want to be there because this person is already big. Don't look at the other established. Look at them, but don't think you can start like them, because they also started somewhere like you are today, and that is why they progressed to who they are today. So it takes a bit of time, but with consistency and persistence, you will definitely be able to thrive in Abuja. So my friends, what are you waiting for? Take the first step today. Explore these business ideas that I've given to you this morning, and join the ranks of very productive, self-reliant individuals that are making a big difference here in our city, Abuja. Thanks for tuning in to Abuja Now. Join us next time for more insightful discussions, and don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms. We are there, and like we always say, don't allow the conversations to end here on radio. You can drop your comments when you watch some of our videos at your leisure time. Watch our videos, share your thoughts, and then we keep on the conversations, because you know what they say, man cannot not do without communicating. So we have to keep talking to each other. We have to keep ourselves going by exchanging ideas. So please engage us on all of our social media platforms, so that we can know your thoughts and have an idea into what you think about this. Well, thank you so much for everything that you do for this radio station. We appreciate you, and thank you for trusting us to give you your radio experience that you can always count on. I am Cassandra, your media chick, and this is where we draw the curtains on Abuja Now. But remember, the Midday Extra Show is still on, so it is you and I until it's top of the hour, 2 o'clock. The next moment, which is by 12 o'clock, would be the Artist Corner. Yes, where we get to appreciate art, we get to appreciate craft, those very talented individuals who are distinguishing themselves in the music industry, both locally and internationally. So it's something you definitely want to listen to. So please stay tuned and have a wonderful time listening to the rest of the moments on radio. Bye for now.
Eagles 1, 2.